Everybody, welcome back. The time has come. Let's see what the heck is up with this lovable little street urchin right here. Little Fade. 1 cost, reform a random unit. A 5/1 champion. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I gotta say, like, they've knocked it out of the park on this update so far. This is like $10 DLC that they're releasing for free. I'm not sponsored to say that. It's just it's a great game made greater by like a pretty substantial free update. So it's the same boss for the finals. It's actually the same bosses all the way up, I think. At least Entombed Explosive beats Stealth for me. But alright, so let's see what we got here. Friendly units get +2 on Slay. I'm not sure, like, with Reform if this is that good, but it's not bad. Spells get an extra upgrade slot is insane, but on these Covenant ranks, like, we're not super high, but we rarely seem to really have the cash to put, to really do that, but anyway. On Extinguish, apply +5, +1, and Burnout 2 to friendly units. On Extinguish. So when you die, all friendly units get, stronger, a little stronger. And then we would reform you later. But the burnout scares the crap out of me here. We don't really want to give burnout 2 to most of our units. Or any of our units. I think you being endless is kind of interesting. But I'm also like, how am I going to play you? Yeah, how am I going to play you? Do we have torches? We do have torches. Like, I can play you for 1. I could probably play you for 2. If you reform a unit, does it cost 0? Yes. Alright. So here's the thing. I think the goal here... I think the goal here is to play your unit, your champion, kill it, and then bring it back for 0 as a higher buff. But it's a little spooky. So I actually, like, I do want you to die here. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're not gonna play these other cards. We want you to get killed. Now you come back stronger. We have to play you. And you're doing quite a lot of damage. So that's good eats. We would like you to die again. I think. But it's weird. Yeah, what are you, Spikes 3? I still think this is the way we play it, but it's fricked up. There's no doubt about it. This is fricked. I'm not afraid who knows it. Now you're going to come back into our hand. You're going to be like pogging out of your freaking gourd. You're a 45-11. We could probably just put you out there now. Like put you here and then with one of those in front of you. So I got used to just being able to play all of our units constantly last time. So you are dead. So obviously it's working. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, okay, hold on. You're still dead. So check this out. That is not what I was looking for. And you guys are dazed, so it's also pretty bad. But anyway, alright. I don't think you're going to hit our pyre regardless, but it's good to know. Alright, so you were like pretty strong. I have no idea though. This feels so far out of my comfort zone. Reforming drafts is pretty sick, but don't we want to reform not drafts and instead exclusively reform our champion? I don't know, maybe 1 draft is not so bad. I'm very confused though. Like I am decidedly like I have no idea what I'm doing. Dude, I was just gonna say Legion of Wax would really, it would hit the spot right here. And it does, so I think like buffs on Legion of Wax are pretty sweet. Quick, Just thinking. You might as well. Although a large stone, like, pogs you up to, you know, oblivion. I mean, I think these drafts are gonna get pretty good, dude. The extra 1 burnout makes them a little better early. Let's re-roll. Endless. The endless draft is good, but we really want to bring it back as often as possible. So I think the rage is gonna do some incredible stuff. And then I really think, like, as much as I don't like train stewards, getting the torches out is maybe worth a little bit more right now. Although now that I think about it, I'm actually like, we should definitely get the train stewards out, so we're reforming only units we want to reform as much as possible. It's a weird deck though. Like I'm mighty confused. But check this out. I'm like, but if we do this, we can't play Legion of Wax, and Legion of Wax is like pretty important. So what if we just let you die? We also play Legion of Wax, and then we make sure you die as well. I'll tell you right now, we need energy. That's the #1 thing that's kind of is throwing me right now. Energy is a problem. It's kind of the same situation here. Like, I want you to come out and be killed. So we're gonna send you. No reason to reform. We could always vent. I don't really want to put up a blocker, though. You know what? I think I actually want this to happen. That seems good. And then we can at least hurt you. And we can always reform that Entombed Explosive. I think in the early game it actually does a lot for you. But the draft is the real ticket for sure. So we could reform. I think the reform is still good. We don't really mind Sinner's Burden. Basically at all. We want the draft out there. We still want the draft out there. And we probably want that out there too. Because if we can reform the draft to every floor, we're gonna be stoked. So we have another Entombed Explosive coming back. You're dead. You gon' die. Legion of Wax did nothing here. But that's okay. Dude, I gotta figure out how the heck we're gonna kill our champion more reliably. That's... Choosing a unit to reform is very good. I don't think we care about any of this at all. And then... I might be crazy on this one, but I'm like, I don't think these are that good. I also can't believe I've ever won with the Horned Warrior. You're gonna hate that. I know you're gonna hate it because we did the trial for it, but I think they make our deck worse. You know what makes our deck better? Bro, please. You're posting cringe. We don't want another unit, because we're just going to double this one. So that gives us a really good chance of winning. Let's just do a little. I'll take the coins, but just give me a little. I think that we're in a really good position, but the other thing is we still now have maybe some space to figure out how to make our champion actually come back consistently. That's the hope, at least. The champion... The thing is, if we reform them, they come back with burnout, which I guess kills them already, which is good stuff. So we want you to die. Please do. The draft, on the other hand, like, you're pretty pogged up if you live. We need to play a Legion of Wax somewhere. I think you'd still put it on the 2nd floor, probably. So you're gonna get... Yeah, you're coming back. It'd be nice if we could reform you in advance, but we can't. I'll tell you, I mean, you gotta play your other Legion of Wax. You dying doesn't matter. But you dying and then having a chance to become reformed is pretty good. We gotta stop these units from getting up to the top, though. Because if they get to the top, they're gonna do a lot of damage. So I think I don't want you to die. I think this time I want you to get some kills. But we definitely still like this, because it's going to bring back... I was just going to say, it's going to bring back a draft. You're going to do 10 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. So I think actually this is pretty good. And again, we don't care if you die, because if you die, you actually, you know, are coming back stronger in the future. We just got to choose when you die. The tough thing is choosing when you die. I want you to... We need spells that can target our own units so we can kill our own champion. I guess we could have killed you and then reformed you. We'd still like you to live long enough to attack. I guess we should have put you behind. Oh well. Go ahead, kill Legion of Wax. It'll only get stronger than you could ever imagine. So you're burning out here. There's not much we can do there. There's one thing we could do there. We could do that, then reform you, and all of a sudden, like, you're just... You're a beast. Why not? We're on the final wave. This draft he's pogging. That's good. That's pretty good. I'm like, I don't know. Do we hit our champion with this and hope for the best? I don't think so. You're lucky this guy's burning out. Otherwise, you'd be toasted. Perhaps even burnt to a crisp. So you're dead. Wait, what do we care then? Dude, I think I'm doing this very wrong. But, you know, we're 11 minutes in and we got him. So there is that. Fragility is an interesting concept here. I just don't think we can actually play it. I think all these cards are bad for us. I don't think we have the energy to play it, is what I meant to say. Apply Rage to burnout units? Am I dumb? Like, I just look at these and I'm like, they're all not good enough to play. As long as we have 2 Legions of Wax. Now, we need the energy for sure. It's been a consistent problem. We'd like to make both of our Legions of Wax better. But a free relic and some pyre health is also mighty tempting. But so is removal. I think we take this for now. This is a high value setup. I'm going to take cheaper merchant. And that's a low cov play, I'll admit. But I'm willing to go with it. On extinguish. Plus 20. Plus 5. Plus 1 cost. On slay you get spikes. I'm going with this plus 60. Plus 60 is pretty good. We only need to bring you back a couple of times for that to be pretty sick. I think we can probably do it. Yeah, probably. Especially if you're doing 0 times 2. That's pretty solid for us. So check this hot action out right here. It only allows us to play 1 Legion of Wax. But on the other hand... What do you mean 0 available? How could there be 0 available? We just killed one. Alright, well we can still do that. Maybe it goes into the endless pile? I don't know, man. Either way... Hold on. You're not doing that much damage. So I think you still go up at the front. 2 energy will still work here. There you go. Still got the money. We like you up at the front. Reform a random unit, none available. So I think 1 down here. Honestly, 2 down here is pretty good. We don't want to reform those units, but if it happens, it happens. So you're living. That's, you know, that's life. That's life in this business. Drafts are highly pogged. I am worried about the damage you're going to do to the pyre. Like, I think that's non-negotiable. It's better if you don't die. So, you know what? I'm going to put you behind the Legion of Wax now. That'll benefit us in the future. And then I'm like... I hate to do it, because I'd love to play this. I'd love to play it, but where do you play it? Because it's going to die if you play it. So I think you bring back an explosive, and then at least this minimizes some of the pyre damage. And I think our middle floor is going to do some really good work for us long term. Though our pyre did just take quite a nasty hit. I don't. You guys don't scare me because you're gonna die. Sorry. You're gonna die. You don't do very much damage. So we put 2 of these guys down here. That's like 100 damage built in. And if we draw a draft, like, it's good eats. So this is, we didn't draw a draft in case it's not clear. It's a pretty horrible turn, actually. But it is, at the same time, what it is. So we'll purge those from our deck. There you go. This is what we drew. 4 Weight of Contrition. Luckily, our champ was Poggin. But this is a very, like, reckless setup right now. It's very weird. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time. That seems unbelievably great with our champion. Like, if the champion scales twice as fast, like, nothing can stop us. I want the unit upgrades, because Legion of Wax needs Pog City. Right now, I think we don't care about Burnout much. We might regret it in the future, but for now, I don't think we really care. Quick is an interesting one, but I hate to say it, I think this is a full reroll. Large Stone on you is mighty interesting. Just with the knowledge, we would have to put it on the floor that our champ does not go on, because this takes a whole floor itself. Then Rage 7 is kind of like, who cares? And so are the Train Stewards are about to be pulled from the deck. So this is why we're very, very happy indeed to have a lot of money, for one. Did I just pull a torch out instead? I mean, I want to remove the torches, but I do want to remove the Train Stewards first, Brain, if you don't mind. Who knows? We got 19 cards in the deck. That's a good spot. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's the key to victory now? Get your champion out there as poggy as possible. So we do want you to die and come back. That's big. But then we also want you on this floor, and we want you on this floor. So it's a good start. We need to find higher damage potential, but we're kind of there. Yeah, you're already there. The sweep is dangerous, but again, you're going to come back at some point. So we're relatively cool with it. Well, you can really only go there. Reform doesn't work, so there's no real... Might as well just get the Train Steward out as soon as possible. Alright, are you dying? Yes. 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 Yeah. You're sweeping me. I'm like, I just want you to die. But I can't kill you. But I can get you close. I can get you close. You have a slay trigger. I mean, I think you just do that. You do this. It's kind of like is inefficient, but does get these guys handled. Are you dying to the sweep right away? You are. So it would actually be Pog City if you died, but then I reform you, and then I reform you. Defeated friendly unit. I know you're in there, but... Bro, I know you're in there. Well, we'll get you back next turn, regardless, which is Pog. I don't know where I'm going to put you. But there's some Pog involved, at least. And I can play you. I'm just like, why can't I reform you, dude? I wish there was a space for you up there. I can't really do it. You are at 249.21, which is really good. I need something in front of you. We're gonna get there. Yes, please. 349 damage. Because double extinguish, that's right. And then, you know, like a little Train Steward to soak up as much as possible. And then a nice little vent there. I would say capacity is probably our next concern, maybe. Because, like, we can't play you. There's no way we can play you. I can't reform you is what I'm realizing here. So we can get ourselves in a very pinched scenario pretty quickly. It seems to be going okay, but I can't rely on that forever, I think. I don't see it, quite frankly. I like the thinness of our deck right now. All the Hellhorn cards, like, stop trying to make imps happen. This is Gretchen Wieners. Gretchen, stop trying to make imps happen. They're not going to happen. At least on this deck. Alright, so again, we're still stoked. Is heavy removal strats, like, this is going to be one of the thinnest decks we've ever operated. Can't afford anything, I think, even. Oh, we can afford things. I don't think we want our stuff to have 3 extra health. The rage is not that relevant. Dude, I'll tell you, it's not that huge, but I'm going to get jack strips. There are situations where maybe it'll help us. And we know this. This is scary, because stuff being more expensive is quite dangerous. It only applies to spells, but... Alright, so you... Whenever I play a non-morsel unit, you apply Dazed. To the unit? Who cares? It's already dazed getting up here. Get with the show. So we do not care. But here, I would like you to kill my unit, please. On the other hand, we could just ice you all and then see how this works. But you know you're gonna die. We actually did this backwards. We could have... Yeah, I thought you were the large stone, but you're the large stone. Is really not a huge problem. When you incant, all spells will get more expensive. I care not. I don't know if they get more expensive forever. That would be poor. So you're gonna apply daze. We don't sweat that. We don't sweat that. It's like it would still be for the best for me if you died. So I think that's what we're going to try to set up here. Now I'm thinking you could draw it with Endless, let it go, and then reform it later, and reform it for free. And if we can get that going, like, we're pretty set. We still... Like, we would like you to die, don't get me wrong. But we'd also love for you guys to both just explode. Why would you do it on this floor? It's just a very simple question with what I hope is a very simple answer. The answer is, I did a dumb. And that's okay. So you're applying days down here. That's fine. We know we're going to play one vent down here. I don't know what we're molding, though. I guess we still like this. And then, to be honest, I'm like, we still like this, then. As much damage as possible to these guys. Oh, we did rally, though, which applied daze. But do we care? I don't think we care. I think we're doing well in spite of playing badly. That's where I'm at right now. I don't really care if you get armor 10. Go ahead. But we might as well play vent for 1 if possible. Wait, I need my unit to... Can you just be better at killing my unit, please? You're not doing a very good job right now. I think we're getting close to the... I played that for 0, didn't I? I think we're getting close to the final wave. So we got it. Like, you have to die. These are getting too expensive, dude. Yeah, start bringing the draft back. That's the ticket, dude. And why don't you take some hits right at the top end of this? And you... Do you have rally? You do. You'll daze me? I care not. I still want you up there. This is okay, because we do want you to come back. Even at cost. So, for now, I know it seems stupid, but you have to get out there, and then everything else will just torch you. Just torch you. It's expensive, but I think we played this insanely wrong. And yet still, I feel pretty okay. Because I know... I'm not willing to... I mean, hold on. It doesn't even matter. Legion of Wax has you. That's how good Legion of Wax is. I think I'm misplaying this to a degree that is almost comical. And it's still just carrying us to the extent that I'm like a little embarrassed with myself. Like, I feel like I should be more punished. But I'm not. We don't want it, dude. Like, this is a sick deck right now. Do we want more energy? I don't know. I do feel like with our champion getting so expensive, at least we can play something else in addition to our champ if we do this, but it's weird. I would almost like permafrost would be pretty sweet. I'm trying to think of what else we could upgrade. We don't really need unit upgrades, so I think we will go this way even though we miss out on the free relic. We didn't get permafrost. We don't really want to remove consume. Plus 10 magic power allows us to kill our champ much more easily, which I think is actually worth a ton. We'll reroll. Double stack literally applies to nothing. And, I mean, to be honest, I kind of want to use that on my own champion. But let's apply it to Vent for now. And then, that's pretty much... I mean, at the bright side, we get to save a lot of money. I mean, come on. So I'm pretty sure the first time that you die, you're going to come back as like a 240 21 unit. That costs 2? I don't know, man. So we'll just put you behind Legion of Wax, and you should pretty much be good to go from that. Yeah, so you're the pogged up Legion of Wax. So you're going to go up at the top. And then you're going to get killed. It would be nice to get that out there first, too. Okay, so I think that's the right way to play it. Then, we get our other Legion of Wax. And then you're at 245.11. But I'm like, what if I got you killed again, dude? You ever think about that? I think we gotta find a way to stop you from getting up, though. Yeah, it seems more sensible. So we'll probably do this. And we'll just, again, we want to take as many enemies out as possible before it becomes a real issue. There we go. So we're kind of like up in front of it now. I would like our champ to die and get resummoned. That's high on the list of things that would interest me a great deal. So I would say, as an easy horn break, I would say get this out there. And then I would say play a sweet Vent. So we're well ahead of the curve here. We want Mega Torch, and we got Mega Torch. So I think we destroy you. Now, life is unfair. It's not going to bring back what we want it to bring back necessarily. And this actually does let a unit slip through. But it does also let us play a 489 damage unit, which is pretty good. We'll just vent you for 2. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're burning out. Maybe we, we still want to vent you for 2. Okay. So you're gonna make it through. You're gonna hit our pyre once, but our champ is pretty sick. Even though I am cognizant of the fact that, to the best of my knowledge, I am completely misusing it. It's still doing some good work for us. Really? That's not doing anything? How could it not do anything? Oh, because you have trample. You're only taking 264 damage. Which is not because of your trample, dude. That's alright, she's endless. We really can't do anything this turn except that. And then that. Okay. So it's all up to, like... Actually, you know what? This enemy really hard counters Legion of Wax. So I think we actually just lost, which is kind of surprising, but also completely predictable given how we have played the game so far. I don't think we ever really figured out the way that we're supposed to truly run this character. Oh my god, you're dead. It's gonna take 3,000 years for this to come to fruition, but... You know what? I think it's because we had so many kills on the top floor that they got a lot of slay buffs. Sure. None of this makes any sense to me. But here we are. Well, that, again, just goes to show you how good Legion of Wax can be. Again, I think we want to be here. Dude, permafrost is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm like, now in my head, can't you draw the endless unit, let it go, and then next turn play it for free, which would make it much easier for us to justify its removal. To the extent that I'm even like, you know what, let's make Hornbreak cheaper as well. And hold on, we should, before we spend heavily, we should look at our relics. I think you would definitely reroll. We don't want this. That's a gimme. I think Days is probably it scales a little bit better. I think. Dude, I don't know if we want to like remove anything. It's already a pretty thin deck. I think removing this vent is fine. We're really gonna roll a 16-card deck into the finals, huh? All right. I mean, it's. I don't know. It's something. It's certainly something. I don't have a lot of hope, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of sandbagging because Legion of Wax is like so freaking good. So, we want you to die. Then, we want you on this floor. That's standard. We want you on this floor. We've still got an energy remaining with nothing to do. Okay. Alright, well, we've already created our next Legion of Wax. The good news is, if things go terribly wrong, we can bring it back from the brink. But, so I still think we should summon you, but now I'm like, oh crap, where? Extinguish will mean that you don't... Hold on. Hold the front door, dude. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. One thing's for certain, we're not going to have space to resummon our champ. But with a lot of things dying here, it may not matter that much. So I would say because of burnout, we're definitely okay. I don't know, man. There's no place to play any units. That's what I'll tell you right off the bat. So, I'm like, you know what? I could kill you, and then we'll draw you next turn, but not play you. And then Molded will bring you back for free? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do we know what you're bringing back? Oh, you're going to bring back a Legion of Wax. We can't play that. Are you insane? I'm like throwing in the towel. I don't know. But here's the thing. I do think it matters if you die. So I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to play this. And then we're going to let it slip a little bit here. Now we might... Oh, we have no space to play you right now, which is fine because we want to discard you. We're actually happy that you're all burning out. I think that's completely okay. So we're going to hit you... which is going to make you stronger, whatever. And then we're going to pass the turn, and then this is for all the marbles right here. This one's for all the marbles. Will this allow me to bring back our champ? It does not. So I'm just going to say it. That's resin. We were all thinking it. It was a bad time to try it out as well. I'll also admit that. Bizarrely, I still look at this like we're probably fine. I would like you to get permafrosted. I mean, like, literally, I can't play. But if we ever have space, and then we can play our champ again, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. But right now, I'm like, this is a... Yeah, sure, it's a touch wonky. I think you could be forgiven for saying it's a touch wonky, because it is a touch wonky. So don't draw it this turn, please. It's actually really good, because we now should draw it next turn. And we don't play anything. But now I'm like, if we draw it next turn, where the frick are we gonna play it, dude? There's no place to play it. I don't know. I mean, I can't play any cards, so I'm just gonna let it go. There's nothing I can do. I am like, I don't think our Legion of Wax, like, by itself can stop a fully loaded boss. But I don't know, maybe we've had some more slay triggers at the top here? I honestly don't believe it. I think this is the worst played run we've ever had. Oh, it's Large Stone that's giving these guys their buff. This is the worst played run we've ever had that's gonna be a win. It's kind of staggering, and I don't think we deserve this one at all, and yet here we are. The only good decision we made over the course of the entire run was duplicating Legion of Wax, and it turns out that's all you need. So I take no credit for this win, and yet here we are. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching. I mean, I don't know what to say. I appreciate the charity on the win there. And I don't deserve this gold card, and yet we got it. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!